All right, next question. And once again, for those who are just joining in on YouTube, this is part of a Reddit AMA that is ongoing. So if you want to get your question in, you can find the link to that Reddit AMA in the show notes for this video in the description box. All right, next we go to user Superseed, who writes, "Many talk about the woes we face as a society, but I found it's very difficult to lay out a praxis of individuated solutions that each person can uniquely work on to create that which makes this criminal establishment obsolete. What are a few basic things that each of us could do to cause real change in our own lives, and by extension, affecting the Agora that we all participate in?" Well, excellent question, and bonus points to you for using the ancient Greek word agora, agora, and for people who want more on the idea of individuated solutions to this praxis of establishment cronyism that we're facing, how about looking up agorism, which I think is one such solution? But I think you're exactly right. The focus is much, much too much on what is happening to us, what is being constructed around us, what they are doing to us, who they are, and what form they take, rather than on what we can actually do to get ourselves out of this situation. And so one of the things that I continually come back to very often in New World Next Week with James Evan Pilato, we often come back to the idea that you can control, at the very least at this point, what goes in your mouth, and you can grow your own food, for example, and you can participate in farmers markets, and you can choose what products you want to buy and what you don't want to buy. You can get involved in new technologies like 3D printing, or you can start helping to set up pirate internet through various mesh networking solutions. There are a lot of things that people can do on the individual level that doesn't have to do with, we're all being oppressed. There are solutions that we can start to take right now, and that we have the freedom to begin engaging in today. And another one that's extremely important to come back to is the monetary solution. Again, they give us these phony baloney pieces of paper that we're supposed to take for money, but obviously money can be many, many different things. And so something I often come back to is the idea of local exchange trading systems, cryptocurrencies, precious metals, all of the ways we can get around the phony fiat funny money system that they're trying to railroad us into. So the best way to get the overall view of the many, many, many different answers to this is to type the word solutions into the search box on corbettreport.com, and you'll find many, many podcasts that I've done on various different solutions, from wireless mesh networking to 3D printing to growing your own food and community gardening and things like that. All of these different things. I've done hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of podcasts on this, and I think there needs to be hours and hours and hours and hours more podcasts, because this, I think, is the real heart of the issue. Not what is being done to us, but what we can actually do about it. So thank you very much for the question.